All right, Shalom, Shalom. It's your brother Wab Rum. You're back with another lesson, Lord, willing to be edifying. I want to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Waha, Rakakwadash, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles, elders, bishops, a great millstone who taught me this truth. Shalom to the 144,000 men of the Lord you see on the highways and byways, prophesying in the name and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, also in the correct doctrine. I want to send a shalom to the one-third men, women, and children that will escape the judgment of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai by their faith. Just got another lesson I want to bring out through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Tensions are rising between two superpowers, and it's all biblical. So let's get right into these videos, and Lord willing to be edifying.
So yesterday, I let you know the breaking news as soon as it had come out that President Donald Trump said that they would be positioning 2 nuclear submarines near Russia. Now, this was going to be in response to the war of words that had been taking place between him and the former Russian President Medvedev, as he had made nuclear threats against the United States. So Donald Trump had that big announcement yesterday that the positioning of these nuclear submarines would be over in Russia for the United States' protection. Now, in addition to that, we have now heard today, August 2nd, 2025, that there has been a response by Russia. Russia has come out and said, that's okay. We actually have more nuclear submarines in position to strike the United States than the United States has against us. Now, let me share with you the latest headlines and articles. And one thing you're going to notice, and let me know your thoughts on this, I have not seen any American news reports coming out on this. All the news reports I'm going to be pulling for you are from foreign news media outlets. Let me know your thoughts. Why is the U.S. not reporting on this? Let's go ahead and take a look so you can see it for yourself. Nuclear drama deepens. Russia shrugs off Trump's submarine threats, boasts of their undersea superiority. I'm going to share with you where they're saying that's okay. We've got more that have been ready to attack in the ocean. In the world's oceans, Russian lawmakers on Trump nuclear submarine move. And here's another one, the U.S. versus Russia, submarine power. As Trump deploys nuclear subs, who really rules the depths? And again, this coming out from foreign news media outlets. You can see this coming out tomorrow because this is actually coming out from India. And here's one coming out from Al Jazeera, other side of the world. Why is Trump moving nuclear submarines after the spat with Medvedev? I'm going to get you the latest articles and video footage so you can see it for yourself. Now, I have seen Fox Live Now report on this. I'm going to share with you the video so you can see it. And the title of their video actually says, Russia says it has more nuclear subs positioned than the United States. So I have seen one American news media outlet that has reported on this. But I'm going to get you caught up on the latest and let me know your thoughts. Why is this not being reported across the U.S. news media outlets? But we're hearing that Russia has responded and they said, so what? Move them into position. That's fine. We've got plenty ready as well. So it does appear that things are escalating between the United States and Russia. And let me know your thoughts. Are we going to be entering into war? Have we already entered into World War III? It just hasn't been announced yet. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If so, put war. If no, put peace. Let me know your thoughts. Now, in addition to that, while you're putting war or peace, if you appreciate the updates, take a second, hit that thumbs up like button for me. I know this is not the news that anybody wants to hear, but if you appreciate the breaking news updates, keeping you up to speed.
So you see that this is not a game. And as the tensions continue to rise, man, over the weekend until today, Putin West is triggering the World War III by supporting Ukraine with NATO. So this is not a game, man. The scriptures foretold of this to happen, and you're seeing it unfold right before our eyes, man. Russia foreign minister says World War III has already begun, accusing the West of provoking global conflicts. So that's plain, man. And this is the time, if you've been on the fence, man, this is the time to repent, man. This is the time to repent because the tensions are not going to go back to being normal. It's the spirit of the Russians, man. Like the scriptures say, he's going to put a hook in their jaws. He's not going to pull it out, man. The Lord is pulling them into war and to end Babylon the Great, man. Putin says Russia will deploy arsenic missiles in response to U.S. nuclear submarines. And I don't know what arsenic is. I mean, let me see if I can find that thing. Let me see if I can look it up. I know they're missiles, but I don't know if they're nukes. I was trying to say I don't know if they're nukes. It's a village. You know, it don't say. I don't think it says if there's a nukes or not. But I'm assuming they are. I don't know for a fact, but I'm assuming they are. So he's deploying the Orshnik missiles. And we probably can. Let me see if I can just pull that up. Let's see if we can go into Google and see. Yeah, the Orshnik is the name of a Russian intermediate range ballistic missile described by the Ukrainian military as exceeding Mach 10 hypersonic speed. So this thing ain't no joke, man. Let's see, they got some pictures. Let's see. It might be there you go right here. The Orshnik missile. I think that's a Satan 2. Is that a name for the Satan 2? I'm not sure. But it looks similar to the Satan 2 missile that brung out a couple years ago. But look at this missile, man. What we know, this is the BBC, what we know about Russia's, let me see if it pronounces it different. Orshnik. Oreshnik. Now look how massive that thing is, man. So they deployed these missiles, man. So this is not a game. This is not a joke. They're moving these missiles, preparing to fight. As you see, breaking news. It's today. Russia deploys 4 nuclear bombers. Yeah, they don't want to play. Let me pull it back up. Let's play it. 4 nuclear bombers.
2 days ago, Donald Trump had announced that he was going to be deploying 2 nuclear submarines to be positioned around Russia as a result of the nuclear threats that were being issued back and forth between the United States and Russia. And now, coming out today, we are hearing that Russia has said, we are now going to lift the self-imposed moratorium, stopping us from using certain nuclear weapons. And they have deployed 4 nuclear bombers to be dispersed in preparation for what they're saying is a high probability of a major attack. Take a look at the latest headlines with me so you can see it for yourself. Coming out today, August 4th, 2025, Russia issues a nuclear warning directed at the United States and NATO. Putin launches 4 nuclear bombers towards Europe after Trump sends submarines near Russia. A high probability of a major attack as Russia moves strategic bombers closer to Ukraine. And the Kremlin warns against nuclear rhetoric. This is directed towards the United States after Trump-Medvedev feud leads to submarine deployment. Now, in addition to that, take a look at this. And a lot of people speculating that some of the major earthquakes happening in Russia were underground nuclear testing. Well, Russian nuclear submarine base was damaged in a quake. Satellite images show. I'm going to show you there was some minor damage to a nuclear submarine base that was nearby. But a lot coming out today, August 4th, 2025. Things continue to escalate. It appears that Donald Trump, after the back and forth with Medvedev, giving nuclear threats, Russia warning Trump, you should back down and stop your ultimatums against us to end the Ukrainian war. This will just move us closer to war with the United States. Donald Trump then saying 2 days ago that, all right, we're going to be positioning 2 nuclear submarines in the vicinity of Russia as a result of the threats that you are issuing out. We think that it is foolish, inflammatory statements, but just in case it's not, we're going to have these ready. And now we're hearing today 4 nuclear bombers are in the air as we speak, August 4th, 2025. So I'm going to get you caught up on the latest so you know exactly what's going on. And also, major warning coming out. The big one is that Russia self-imposed moratorium on using certain nuclear weapons. It has been lifted. So as they're positioning, they're also saying, we give ourselves the right to use these nuclear weapons.
So plans are in place for nuclear missiles to be shot off, man. Plans are in place. And you better take heed to this message, man, because I also seen the elder go into, man, they're making preparations for this truth to go off for YouTube, man, and all social medias as well. So this is moving fast, man. It's not gonna last a long time. So this truth, you better take heed to it now, man. Because you can tell through the spirit in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua the way things are moving. They're moving nuclear missiles and nuclear bombers and submarines. All these equipment is being moved in place, man. This thing is moving fast. And I was just watching the movie The Fifth Wave last night, and it was 5 waves, and it all led up to the MOTB, man. Well, the main thing was Russia hitting Babylon the Great with a EMP, cutting the power out, man. So major things are going to happen, man, and we on the brink of nuclear war.
The United States of America versus Russia. Trump has decided to press on the gas and threaten Russia. He thinks Russia will back down. He thinks Putin will back down. He thinks we're just gonna roll on our back and say we give up. Roll us over. We surrender. That will never happen. 28 million Russians died when Russia single-handedly defeated Nazi Germany in World War II. Do you think today, Putin, whose father fought at the siege of Leningrad, will surrender and give up today? Are you insane? Are you insane? It is the most disrespectful thing. Millions of Russians died to fight for Ukraine in World War II, and today, the grandsons of the Nazis think they're gonna roll over Russia and take Ukraine and make it part of NATO. That's what they think will happen. That will never happen. Good luck.
And that's common sense, man. They're not going to roll over and just give up. And they're threatening and reaching out and saying, "Oh, this is man, that's over with, man." And rhetoric that you can bully these nations into thinking that they're gonna just pretty much back down and not fight. That's not gonna happen, man. The spirit of the Lord is on the leaders, man. The spirit of the Lord is on the leader's mind to bring this judgment to pass. And let me start with that real quick. And I'm not gonna hit a lot of scriptures because I mean we're there, man. We went through pretty much all the scriptures going into this, and the more and more you go into the scriptures, it gives you understanding and comfort, knowing that this is about to take place, while everybody else is clueless that these things are coming to pass. What is it? Proverbs 1:21 It says, "The king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, as rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will." See, the Lord is stirring up these nations to fight, man. He's putting their spirit on them to prepare your missiles, prepare for war. He's putting a spirit on them to prepare for war. And I got a couple more videos I want to play, but I want to hit these couple of scriptures just to make the points on the rest of the lesson, man. This is Joel 3 and verse 9. It says, "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up." And that's what's happening, right? All the nations, the North Koreans, the Iranians, the Russians, all these nations are prepared to fight, man. All these nations are prepared. No one is going to hold back their missiles and say, "Well, we'll wait to the Lord come back, or wait till a peace agreement is signed." No, man. The Lord is putting His spirit on them to prepare to fight, man. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, "I am strong." And that's why they feel they're strong, man, because these missiles give them the strength that they need to come against any nation, man. These missiles, these nuclear missiles, man. You feel like you shoot yours off the first, you got a good chance to win, man. That's the spirit of the Lord putting these nations in. He says, "Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together around about. Hither call thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yahweh Jehoshaphat. For there will I set to judge all the heathen round about." And the Lord is setting these nations up to fight and he's going to judge every single one of them, man. So let's get back to these videos. Continue to paint a picture of the time is short and nuclear war is at hand. Now, this is Charleston White, man, and he goes off a lot, man, but especially when he comes against the Israelites, this truth. But sometimes he hits it on the nail. And he's nothing to look forward to or go into his videos. It's just something I caught, and it made sense because a lot of Jakes relate to someone that's like them. So that's why I want to bring this lesson out, because even though we're in the truth, and a lot of Jakes come across our videos and they don't understand the reason why we bring out these lessons and bring out the information for them to see. Now, Charleston White knows about the Israelites, man. And he knows the information that he heard from the Israelites is true. He won't say it is, but he's going to soon agree because the destruction is going to come on him as well, man. Now, check this out.
America got war in their hands. Trump trying to bully the Russian president, and it ain't an army in the world that can bully a guy as strong as him. A nigga that work his way from the bottom to the top, he a different kind of beast. Starting with hand-to-hand fighting and combat and training. So Putin was a KGB, a member of the KGB. He started at the lowest level. When Mikhail Gorbachev, homie, so he don't work this way, and homie, he work out, nigga, and he's a brute of a man. We ain't got now a politician like that. So you think somebody for to dictate to him, and he done kill people, he done slaughter people, and he with the White House people, and they just, homie, they the white boy that got the police. I'm gonna get my army. Your army ain't as bad as you think it is. Got a bunch of gays in your military. Fat. Had to lower the standards for these motherfuckers even pass the physical test. And they don't know hand-to-hand combat. So no, homie, America ain't as bad as they think they is.
And that's the point. Babylon the Great is not as bad as they think it is. Trump and these elite think they're going to be able to come against Russia, but it ain't going to be no hand-to-hand combat. This is what Charleston White don't understand. America is slated to be utterly wasted, man. Utterly. No, nothing left. This is Isaiah 9 and verse 5. It says, for every battle of the warriors is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire, man. So it's not going to be any hand-to-hand combat. This is what Charleston White said. But the point is, they have a fight on their hands. That's why I brung it out, because he made the point that they're not as bad as they think they are, and they got a fight on their hands, man. It's not going to be a cakewalk as they went and destroyed these other small countries. They didn't have no nuclear weapons and couldn't defend themselves. They didn't have no other nation to come with them as an ally to combat these Western countries. Now this is a fight for them, man, because they have nations that allied with Iran, North Korea, China, well, even Burkina Faso, these African nations. It's all in Ezekiel 38, man. It's written exactly how it's playing out. All these Western nations been coming against these small countries, especially Babylon the Great, Iraq and all of them. I ain't gonna name all of them, but the thing is, they've been coming against them, man. They had no fight, man. They was able to go and conquer those countries without any scratches. In other words, they didn't have a whole lot of soldiers getting killed. They didn't have none of that, man. Now, what's going to happen is the nations that are basically matched that can fight against them are ready to fight, man. And that's the Russians, man, the Chinese. Now check this out.
The Lord has shown me that we're going to be attacked by Russia. First, it's China, Russia, and North Korea, and something to do with Iran. And I had this dream in 2018. I've had several dreams about the Lord judging us, God told me America would burn. It's in my old videos if you go back and look at it. And before that, the Lord had shown me that we're attacked. And where the missiles hit, first they're going to EMP the United States, and then the power's going to go off, and the Christians are going to disappear, I believe, at that time. We're going to get raptured. And the rest of the world's going to get to see a limited nuclear exchange between Russia and the United States. China's involved, and North Korea too. I don't know how it works, but anyway, I saw the cities. Manhattan is hit and obliterated. The Capitol is hit near the Capitol building itself. The Washington Monument, all except the monument's damaged and leaning from the blast. And I made a video about this too, and I went into detail about it. And also one hit in central Florida, one hit central United States near Chicago, one hit Los Angeles, one hit San Francisco. Might be more than one, but there was one I saw definitely hit San Francisco, and then another one hit up in Washington State near Seattle, and that big port up there is where that one I saw. But we won't be here during that time, I don't believe. But your relatives may be here, so you should have food and water and some instructions. And tell them to read the book of the Revelation and the Gospel of John for salvation, and the book of Revelation for a roadmap on how to survive what's coming. Tell them, do not take the mark of the beast. No matter what, it's going to change your DNA, and you can never be saved.
And see, Esau's hope is he'll be saved, but that's not going to happen, man. And see, Jake think he can be like Esau and do whatever he want to do and be saved. That's a mindset that's been put on them, and that's not going to happen, man. You're not going to be raptured, in other words, as the Christian church say. You're going to go through it. And the only thing is, if you're not a part of the elect, you're going to suffer the wrath of the Lord, because judgment is at hand, man. We're at the brink of World War III, man. The Battle of Armageddon, as people should know it as. This is not a game. This is not a joke, man. The time is very, very short, and the judgment is at hand. This is Jeremiah 49. I just want to jump around in this right here because we're truly at the end of Esau's kingdom, and it's about to be destroyed. This is Jeremiah 49, and verse 10. It says, "But I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not. Leave thy father's children, I will preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me. For thus said Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken, and art thou he that thou shalt altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink it. For I have sworn by myself that Basra, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, that Basra shall become a desolation and a reproach, a waste and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste." And this is Esau, man. Basra was the capital of Mount Seir, and the Lord has sworn by Himself that this place will be a perpetual waste, man, destroyed. And that's why the Esau can't uncover himself, man. Now, Jake want to say Esau, but the Lord told you right there in that scripture that he's made bare, man. We know the judgment is coming for Esau, but 2/3 of our people are going to suffer the wrath of the Lord because they trust in Esau, his kingdom, his God, not knowing this man is slated for judgment, man. The Lord he is a number one on the Lord's hit list. This is Isaiah 34 and verse 1. It says, "Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is upon all nations." See, we speak about Esau, but the Lord is coming back to judge all the nations, man. And his fury is upon all their armies. See that? He is upon all his indignation is upon all their armies, man. He have utterly destroyed them. He have delivered them to the slaughter. And he's speaking of all the nations, man. He's going to judge all their armies. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. So there's a lot of blood the Lord is going to have everywhere, man. Especially in the valley of Yehoshaphat, man, in the area where the Battle of Armageddon is going to be at, man, when he destroyed their armies. Is it all the verse 4? It says, and all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. And what's going to cause the heavens to roll together as a scroll? That's those thermonuclear missiles, man. It says, and all their host shall fall down as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a fallen fig from the fig tree. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. And speaking about these missiles, man, it shall come down upon Idumea, Greek word is saying Edom, and upon the people of my curse to judgment. So Esau has been made bare, man. And he is going to receive the judgment of the Lord, man. We just read in Jeremiah 49 that the children of Israel suffer the wrath of the Lord. So now Edom, you don't think you're going to suffer the wrath of the Lord? But you're going to receive double, man. It says, verse 5, it says, for my sword is bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. See that? Esau is the people that's fit for the judgment, man. The people of the curse that's coming upon, man. Of the nuclear missiles. That's the curse that's coming upon Edom. The sword of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is full with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of kidneys of rams. For Yahweh Shem Yahushua hath a sacrifice in Basra. We just read about Basra in Jeremiah 49. The capital of Edom, Mount Seir. And a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. See that? It's a great slaughter coming here, man. And the unicorn shall come down, the satellites, all the crap they got in the heavens, and the unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness. For it is the day of Yahweh Shem Yahushua's vengeance, and the year of the year of recompense for the controversy of Zion. See that? The judgment is coming from Yahweh Shem Yahushua for us. This is why Esau is going to be judged the way he's going to be judged, because he came against the children of Israel, man. So it's a great judgment is coming for him, man. There's nothing he can do to stop it. The Lord is pushing him to destruction. And yeah, as you see, years back, you have, things that kind of war start building up, then it'll go down. You know what I'm saying? It'll go down for a year or two, build it up, and it'll stop. It'll come down for about 6 months. Now you can see the Lord is pushing the pedal to the metal, man. In other words, man, you seeing things speed up at a rapid pace. This is Jeremiah 51 and verse 8. It says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. And that's what we're telling you, man, through the Spirit. This ain't going to last a long time, man. This place is going to be suddenly going to fall, man. It says, how for her? Take balm for her. Pain. It says, if so, she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go, every one, into our own country. For the judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the sky. See that? The judgment of the Lord is lifted up. The judgment of Esau has been lifted up all the way to the heavens, man. The Lord knows what he's been doing in the earth, man. He's not going to escape the judgment that he's going to bring on him. Yahweh Shem Yahushua have brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion the work of Yahweh Shem Yahushua our power. And that's what we're doing, man. We're declaring the work of the Lord, because he's coming back to judge Esau, man. It says, make bright the arrows, and this is how he's going to judge them. Make bright the arrows, which we know those are modern day missiles. Gather the shields. Yahweh Shem Yahushua has raised the spirit of the kings of the Medes. And Russia is the modern day Medes, man. For his device is against Babylon. See, he stirred them up for the controversy of Zion, man. So these missiles, his devices, are against Babylon the Great, man. To destroy it. See that? For his devices is against Babylon, to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the vengeance of his temple, man. So this is the vengeance of the Lord, man. This is the vengeance of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. This is not going to end well for Esau, man. And we really telling Esau, man, to prepare himself, man. Because this is just coming for you, man. We doing him a good service, man. Telling them this is what the Lord is finna do to you. We telling them plainly, this is what the Lord is coming to do to you, man. The Lord is on his way, man. This is Jeremiah 50 and verse 22. It says, a sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? That's soon to happen, man. How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? He is finna be destroyed, and his kingdom is too, man. I have laid a snare for thee. See that? He laid a snare for you. See, Trump just fell into the snare by them going into by him sending those nuclear armed submarines over to Russia to surround them. And they have a nuclear doctrine. Let me get this video real quick. They have a nuclear doctrine, the dead hand switch, where what's a dead hand switch? Let me see if I can get that video, because they have a dead hand switch that if they are attacked, they automatically send their missiles out. And I think they got over 7,000 missiles, nuclear missiles I'm speaking about. It's called a dead hand. Let me see if I can get that video real quick. Because even if they don't strike Babylon the Great, and Babylon strikes them, they automatically send missiles out, man. They automatically send them out. Let me see if I can find that video real quick. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I got a lot of them right here. I usually keep them right here so I can do a lesson in the future. Let me see if that's one. But it's easy to look it up if I can't find it. There you go. It's easy to look it up. I think this is it. If not, it's the other one.
Let me speak plainly. Russia will not be intimidated by Western theatrics, not by sanctions, not by empty threats, and certainly not by the sudden movements of American nuclear submarines ordered by Donald Trump. We know what this is, a performance designed for headlines. But Russia does not play for the cameras. We act in the interest of national security, stability, and sovereignty. Our military is prepared, our economy is resilient, and our resolve is absolute. At importance of Britain's clear. If Russia is ever faced with a genuine nuclear threat, our response will be immediate and devastating. This is not a bluff. It is the official position of the Russian Federation enshrined in our doctrine. If our existence is threatened, we will use every tool at our disposal. This is why advanced hypersonic missile systems are being stationed in Belarus. These weapons are not for aggression, they are a message, a signal that Russia cannot be encircled, bullied, or ignored. The West continues to flood Ukraine with weapons, provoke conflict on our borders, and talk of peace while preparing for war. This hypocrisy cannot continue. Let me say it again. Peace will come not through ultimatums, but through mutual respect, heroism, and dialogue. If the West refuses to listen, then we will speak through strength. Russia does not seek war. but we will not retreat, not one step. So I ask the Western leaders, do you truly want peace?
And that was another video, but I got this other one I want to bring out. This is the deceased pharmacy. Is this? Okay.
Mr. Trump, you say 10 to 12 days. You speak of deadlines as if the Russian Federation takes orders from anyone. Russia does not negotiate under threat. We do not retreat because of tariffs or timelines made in Scotland. This is not a business deal. This is war, born of betrayal and provocation. You say no more talking. Good, because
And that's, I mean, it can go on and on with the videos. I thought I had that dead man switch, but that's easy to look up. They have a dead man doctrine. Dead. I think it was a dead man switch. So if you kill any of those top leaders, the system automatically launches a nuclear destruction against the countries that hit them or I think the enemies. I forgot exactly what it was, but it's a dead man switch where they go against the countries that attack them. They automatically send out their missiles, man. So we at the door to thermonuclear destruction, man. Well, let me continue on. I'm gonna hit a couple more scriptures, man, and I'm gonna end it because this is the end, man, and we truly know this is the end. This is Jeremiah 50. Just starting verse 28. It says, "The voice of them that fleeth and escape out of the land of Babylon declare in Zion the vengeance of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, our power, the vengeance of his temple. Call together the archers against Babylon." See that? And we're proclaiming this against the enemy, man. It says, "Call together the archers against Babylon." And that's what's happening, man. "All ye that bend the bow, camp against it round about. Let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she hath done. Do unto her. For she have been proud against Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, against the Holy One of Israel." And that's true, man. Esau has been proud against the Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. He never thought the Lord was going to judge him, man. But the Lord is at the door of judgment for him, man. "Therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, and all her men of war shall be cut off in the day, saith Yahweh, in that day, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushua." So the Lord is going to destroy Babylon's army as well, man. "Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud." See that? And you can tell that you can tell that the Lord set up DT to be the last president, man. He said most proud, man. And that's what's showing you that Babylon the Great, the Lord is against Babylon the Great, man. He says, "Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushua of hosts. For thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee." See that? The Lord is at the door, man. "And the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up. And I will kindle a fire in his city." See that? Babylon the Great, you're going to have different skirmishes like never before, man. You got all type of prophecies that's still going to happen here in Babylon the Great, man. Famines, your class wars, race wars. All these things are being kindled right now, man. That fire is being sparked right now. "And it shall devour all round about him. Thus saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushua of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah will press together." So that goes to show you that the northern and southern kingdom is together now. It ain't an all black Israelite. All the Israelites are not black, man. You got the northern and southern tribes, man. They was together here in Babylon the Great, man, because this is where the destruction is coming. "And all that took him captive held him fast. They refused to let him go. Their Redeemer is strong." See that? Esau don't think the Lord is coming, man. He don't know the Lord is at the door. "Their Redeemer is strong. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause." See that? This is for the controversy of Zion. We just read that. It said shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. A sword is upon the Chaldeans, saith Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and upon the inhabitants of Babylon, and upon her princes and her wise men. A sword is upon the liars, and they that shall dote. A sword is upon her mighty men, and they shall be dismayed. See that? These people are finna get it, man. They have no clue the Lord is stirring up this destruction. A sword is upon their horses, and upon their chariots, and upon all the mingled people that are in the midst of her. And they shall become as women. See that? These people are going to be as women when the destruction start to happen, man. All hell breaking loose, man. A sword is upon her treasures, and they shall be robbed. This place is on borrowed time, man. The Lord is setting this place up for a great destruction, man. A great destruction. And all we can do is warn you to repent to the Lord, man. Because let me get it in Malachi. That day that's coming, it's gonna burn as an oven. We're very close to that day that's gonna burn as an oven, man. What's that in Malachi 3? Or 4? It's Malachi 4 and verse 1. It says, For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. The day that cometh shall burn them up, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushua of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of righteousness arise with healing in his wings. And ye shall go forth and grow up as calves in a stall. And ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet. In the day that I shall do this, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushua of hosts, man. That day the Lord is going to do this, have the enemy as ashes under our feet is very soon, man. That day of, let me just get the precept off. It's in, what was it, 2 Peter's? Right here, 2 Peter's 3. And I get it in the NLT. 2 Peter's 3 and verse 10, it says, But the day of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua cometh, it's like a come, as unexpectedly as a thief. As unexpectedly as a thief. Then the heavens will pass away with a terrible noise, and the very elements themselves will disappear in fire. See that? It's going to disappear in fire, man. And the earth and everything on it will be found to deserve judgment. Let me read that one more time. Everything on it will be found to deserve judgment. Get it in King James. It says, But the day of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and every work and the works that let me slow down. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. And that's the day we're approaching, man. The day that is going to burn as an oven. The day that is going to burn as an oven, man. We're approaching it, man. So I'm going to end it there. Lord, what was edifying? Shalom. Shalom.